Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a reading for the collective for all signs for July 18th, 2019. Because this is for all signs, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We are in the midst of a thunderstorm here, so if you hear some rumbling in the background, that's what it is. I also have a dog and a giant bird here, so sometimes you might hear some crazy noises. That's them. All right, so Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for July 18th, 2019. Ooh, coming on out. I love that card, you guys. Strength. And this deck, she is so gorgeous. So Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for July 18th, 2019. Okay. We are ready. All right, so we have Strength coming out. 7 of Cups. 5 of Cups. All right, the 3 of Swords in reverse. The Devil. King of Pentacles in reverse. The Hanged Man. Whoa, and the Moon, you guys. So we have loads of major arcana cards coming out. And I have shuffled these cards a number of times since yesterday. I do readings in English and in Spanish, and a lot of these came out in my Spanish reading yesterday. Remember, if you guys like this, please don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and I'm getting all sort of discombobulated here. So just give me a moment to look at the cards. Okay, so we have the Strength and the Devil coming out. We have the Hanged Man and the Moon. So this is major arcana, you guys. So this is pretty serious. The overall energy here is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is air energy. It's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and it's all about sort of the prison, the mental prison we make for ourselves. So this person looks like he's in a very dangerous situation, a very precarious situation, but I absolutely love, I think this is a water buffalo behind him, which is also I get that that's his protection and that's his spirit animal. And spirit animals have been coming up a lot in other readings. I listen to other readers as well for guidance, but in other readings and also in my personal life and in other readings. So I'm getting here and I'm reading this, you guys, as, you know, your spirit animal is going to be very important, that you do have protection here and you are protected by, you know, this is a very fierce, steady, strong animal. But while you are sort of in your own mental prison, you know, this animal is protecting you, but you can see that it's causing a lot of problems. All right, and in the reverse, hopefully you are taking off the blindfold, trying to step out of this mental prison. All right, but don't forget the ones that protect you and take care of you. It could be somebody who's passed on. It could be a pet who has passed on. It could be your current animals. Okay, as I speak during this thunderstorm, I do have one of my dogs here just under the table, just sort of with me, just how loyal they are. And they're really with us through thick and thin and during this whole sort of process that we're going through. All right, the first card out is the Strength card. This is Leo. This is all about finding your inner strength. Remember, the Lion is also all about sexuality. And she is not wearing any clothes. She's very free. She doesn't really care about she's not concerned about other people's, what they think of her. She has everything so under control and her will, and she was able to fight her demons. And I'm getting that, you guys, in this being clarified by the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy, fighting your inner demons. There's an English saying, you know, oh, you know, he has some demons to deal with, or, you know, when we're talking about dealing with our inner demons, and really this card is all about conjuring up your demons, letting them out and then taming them. And that could not be more precise, and it's so perfect clarifying this this strength card, because that's exactly what she's done. Although she's not, she's not on, the lion isn't her demon. It represents her willpower, her strength, her inner calm, her ability to be able to face anything. And she's free. She's not afraid of anything. You can see she's on top of this lion. In the back here, we have this light. It's also this enlightenment. All right. We've got other animals as well. We have the snake. So this is a very spiritual card, and finding your inner strength and your peace and dealing with any sort of crazy situation calmly and with so much poise. And that's being clarified again by the Devil card. So releasing your inner demon and taming it. And this often refers to vices. It can be alcoholism. It can be sex, drugs. It can be rock and roll. All right. Sorry, guys, I have somebody moving moving the stand here. It's going to be one of those readings. All right. And, so anyway, the Devil card is exactly that. Sorry, I just got a little bit thrown off there. The next card out here is the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy, and it's all about having so many different options. And remember, the cups are always elevated. They're not on the ground. So you have to be really careful about, whether you're idealizing things and whether you're looking at things the way they really are or the way you want them to be, and having so many different options. And here we have so many different signs represented. So either you have a lot of different options, or, it might be driving you a little bit crazy, and you really need to get out of your head and see things for the way they are and not in a fantasy world. This is being clarified by the King of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. And the King is this amazing father. He sits on his throne. He has all of his wealth, all of his crops, all of his abundance, good family, good job, a loving wife or loving spouse. Again, when I say man or woman or husband or wife, remember, it's the gender is fluid. I'm not referring to necessarily man or woman, but just that sort of the divine masculine or divine feminine energy here. He's surrounded by his children. He's got animals around him. Nobody's afraid of him. He's taken his time. He has worked really hard. He's planned, and he's stable, and he's enjoying his wealth. In the reverse, it could be somebody that hasn't done that and it hasn't put in the time. Somebody who wanted to take shortcuts is what I'm getting. And somebody that wanted to, sort of have this instant gratification, and that just isn't working. All right, some things you really just need to take your time with, and you really need to put in the hard work and put in the energy. All right, and so sort of quit fantasizing here about, the rewards, and quit focusing just on the reward and this sort of fantasy world I'm getting, or this fantasy outcome is what I'm getting. You need to actually put in the work and do the time, as they say. The next card coming out are more Pentacles, more Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is somebody who might be losing or might be suffering. Okay, this is coming right after our King of Pentacles. So in not doing what you're supposed to do, that planning, plodding along, taking care of all the details, saving, or whether it's, being consistent in your workout routine or being consistent at work. All right, remember, there's a hierarchy. Maybe you're trying to climb the ladder. Maybe you're starting a new business, but I'm not really getting that. But, things take time, no instant gratification. And I'm getting that, this is taking the cold road, taking the hard road. So sometimes you have to do what's difficult. You can't always do what's easiest. All right. And this card really says that, you might really lose out here. These people, they're cold. They're hungry. Sometimes the path isn't always easy. This is being clarified by our other major arcana, the Hanged Man, which is all about taking time out. The Hanged Man is hanging on the tree of life, so we're sort of in the middle of this learning process, or in the middle of this cycle, and where you really need to be able to get a different perspective. Now, in this deck, this person is in a straitjacket, and they are in this crazy sort of contraption, this medieval contraption, and they seem like they're a little bit stuck, and you might be really stuck in what everybody expects of you. And I get that might also be really what's doing your head in, okay? So what everybody expects of you might be really difficult for you, all right? And you really need to take a step back and say, hey, is this really me? Is this for me? What am I supposed to be doing? And just and then take a breather, step back, try to find that inner strength, which I know you have. Spirit says you have it. I'm just getting that you have to make things real again, and in order to do that, you might just have to get a different perspective. And this is coming, the last card that's coming out here, or the last set of cards coming out, is the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Swords could be that there's a third party situation. It could be some sort of collaboration. It could also deal with your sort of the initial triangulation, the initial relationship that you had with your parents. And you know, and it's sadness and it's sorrow, but we do really want to see this in reverse, because it could be releasing that sorrow. It could be forgiving your parents. Everybody makes mistakes. It could also be, you know, hey, you need to deal with your sadness and your sorrow from the past. You have the inner strength to do it. Okay, you have to deal with your demons. Let your demons out, and you really have to tame your demons. That's going to be really important, so then you can move on. And this card is all about moving past that sadness and sorrow, whatever created this situation. And things might not really be what they seem. This is our moon card. All right. And so the moon here is telling us, you know, that we have two options. You know, we can either howl at the moon. The moon card is coming out in almost every reading, you guys. And so it's just really crazy. My readings, other people's readings, you know, and because we are just coming off of that full moon and the eclipse in Capricorn. So, you know, you have two options here, but remember there's always a path. So quiet the noise, let your eyes adjust. Things aren't what they seem right now, but this is only momentary. All right. So I get that things, you know, are really still sort of feel like they're in this fantasy world. You might be feeling overwhelmed with the options and or overwhelmed with the thoughts, but really you're going to come out of that. And remember, you are protected by your spirit animals. Okay. So that's going to be, I do just want you to pay attention to that, and pay attention to those little signs, and pay attention to your dreams, because that's where, you know, they come to us the most. And especially if you're feeling a little bit insecure or angsty at this moment, which is normal. I mean, I think a lot of people are. All right, I'm going to pull these fairy tarot cards. It's a little bit different. They're not oracle cards, but they're beautiful just all the same. All right, so the first card coming out is Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. All right, this is a beautiful card, especially since we have the Hanged Man showing up in this reading, okay? So really unite it, do the right thing, all right? You know, and maybe you need to see a different perspective, and maybe you need to do what's right for you. That's what this card is saying. Do what's right for you. And it may be connecting to a spiritual community. It may be just listening to these readings online. Ace of Autumn, which is the Ace of Pentacles, comes out. This is a blessing. This is prosperity, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. All right, so this really might be career oriented. Remember, here we have the King of Pentacles, and that also could be somebody who is bored with his job and with his position. Maybe it's not making enough money. All right, maybe there was a risk that you took that you lost. Again, this very well could be financially, sort of a financially themed issue that you're facing. And then we have the Hermit coming out. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Beautiful. Okay, again, here we have on top of the Hanged Man. And we also have here, you know, you might have to sort of put on that sackcloth. You might have to sort of get rid of your phone, turn off your phone for a bit. It might not be extreme. It might be taking a vacation. It might be taking, you know, a spiritual retreat, or it might just be taking a walk in the woods. But it's very important, you guys, that we're in touch with nature. We ground ourselves. Get your feet, you know, take your shoes and socks off, touch the earth, walk through the grass, put your feet in a lake or in the sea. All right, but you need to, you know, take a break. All right, that's coming out clear here, because I'm getting, you know, I think things have been kind of tough for you, and it's been a long time coming. And rejuvenation, that's what we need. We need to rejuvenate ourselves, especially when we're starting to feel like this energy just, you know, walling us in. And then finally, we have the King of Spring, and this is the King of Wands. So innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. Wow, beautiful energy, you guys. So this is definitely about your business. This is pretty awesome. All right, very cool. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards. So I'm getting that, you know, I think things are going in your favor. This is definitely a blessing, you guys. Take some time out, get yourself together, All right, maybe you need to, find your inner strength, tame some demons. Maybe you're worried. Maybe you feel really attached to a job or a person and it's not really working for you. All right, maybe they're feeding you also a lot of stuff, maybe they're just disingenuous, or maybe they're feeding you a bunch of lies or trying to keep you where you are, where they need you, and I don't think that's going to work for you anymore. Go the distance, so this is all about endurance. All right, so what was I talking about, especially with, the King of Pentacles here and also the Five of Pentacles? It may not be easy. Prepare yourself for the long haul, but you can do it. All right, to be fair. All right, very nice energy, you guys. Fair, justice, balance. You've got to balance this situation out. You've got to balance yourself out. And I think that's why you have to take time out. And this is a crazy time, you guys. There's a lot of moon showing up in this. I'm looking here at the Seven of Cups. We've got a moon, and then we've also got the moon card here. There's just so much, it is a crazy time, and it's a crazy time for everybody. All right, I'm going to take this one. This is blessed. So again, I'm getting here, you're blessed. Remember, you're surrounded by your angels and your spirit animals. So also be thankful for them and try to make contact with them, however that might be. Just speak your intentions out loud, and also just don't forget to say thank you. Thanks for being there while I, while I put myself in the Eight of Swords energy. Thanks for being there. Thanks for taking care of me. Yang, this is that masculine energy. It's very, look, and this is beautiful because we've got blessed, which is a very feminine looking energy. And we've got the yang. So it's all about balance and unity, you guys. And unity comes out here as well in our other card. And this is all about that fire, being the leader. That is this King of Spring. It comes right out on top of the King of Wands energy. So again, I'm getting this very strong Leo, Sagittarius, I wanted to say Pisces, geez. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Go for it. You've got the leadership skills. Again, you might be just going through a little bit of a tough time at the moment. All right. So I'm just going to pull some angel answers on top of that, you guys, and see what else Spirit has to tell us. And thank you, Spirit, for all of your messages. We're so grateful for the beautiful messages that you give us. All right. And the first one is take action. Boom. Yep. Be assertive. Go the distance. You can do it. You might need some time out. That might be, the Hangman is not surrendering. It's not passive. It's actually taking that action. Okay. Remain positive. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Stay positive. Stay optimistic. You've got this. You're protected. You're not alone. You've got that Aries entrepreneur, CEO, type A energy that's really going to work for you. And look for a sign. What have I been saying? Look for signs for of your spirit animals, of your angels, your protection. Look at the synchronicity. There's loads of synchronicity going on, you guys, right now. So you can, I see it. I mean, I can't not look at the clock when it's my birthday, or I see certain numbers all the time, or I keep seeing the same sort of animals in these awesome situations. So guys, look for signs, remain positive, and you've got this. Take action. All right. I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a comment. I absolutely love your comments, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.